making a splash.
We knew that it opened today, so we came out. First one's in.
Cimarron Family Aquatic Center reopens after renovations, and we are hearing from people there for opening day. Find out what you should know before you go. New terminal.
What that means is jobs, and more jobs.
A sixth terminal is coming to DFW Airport. Find out about the multi-billion-dollar impact. Yoga for kids.
At first, they're like, wait, what? For kids?
See the program offered at Irving Libraries that is putting a twist on traditional story times. Plus, another new restaurant at the Music Factory, and why this campus has reason to celebrate. Now on City Source. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We begin today with a big announcement from DFW Airport that is certain to have an economic impact here in Irving. Design teams are about to begin work on a sixth terminal. Leaders say it is needed. As the region grows, more people travel and airlines add more flights.
That was the beginning of writing this book, DFW International Airport.
Members of the Irving Heritage Society filled the meeting room at the South Irving Library to hear author Bruce Bleakley explain the long history of DFW International Airport.
The first thing they had to figure out was, where are we going to build that airport?
It is a history that is still developing, and the next major chapter is about to begin.
I'm delighted to announce that DFW and American Airlines plan to build a sixth terminal at DFW Airport.
That big announcement came during the State of the Airport event at the Hyatt Regency DFW. The new terminal will be called Terminal F. While a lot of the preliminary work is just getting started, current plans call for the new terminal to feature up to 24 gates.
This is indeed an exciting day for American Airlines and our more than 31,000 team members who call Dallas-Fort Worth home.
This is the site where Terminal F is expected to be built. It comes with a projected cost of more than $3 billion, and local leaders believe that spending will make an impact. Irving Mayor Rick Stouffer serves on the DFW Airport Board.
It's an unbelievable boost for the region. I mean, over $3 billion being spent in construction in the next 36 months. What that means is jobs, and more jobs.
And Mayor Stouffer says the airport is also key for Irving in attracting and retaining corporations.
It's probably the number one thing that they talk about is the access to the airport, and I think that's a key to our success as well.
Access is everything. Location.
The Convention and Visitors Bureau also sees the airport as a selling point for groups considering meetings and conventions in Irving.
Very excited about seeing that terminal come online, and all those new gates means a lot of new opportunities and not a lot of new routes bringing people into the area, and that's good for all of us.
DFW Airport served a record 69 million customers in 2018. It added 28 new destinations, and that trend is continuing.
This year alone, we're adding 23 new destinations to our DFW network.
Back at this State of the Airport event, leaders are talking about how this expansion gets the airport ready for the next 50 years.
The plans we're announcing today will allow for the continued growth of DFW and ensure the airport remains a premier gateway for America and for many more years to come.
The new terminal could open in the year 2025. As part of that project, the existing Terminal C will also be renovated. And one more airport note, Sun Country Airlines just launched twice-weekly direct service from DFW to Jamaica's Montego Bay Sangster Airport for the summer. Catch up on any stories you may have missed on our DFW Airport playlist at youtube.com/The City of Irving. The city's pools at aquatic centers are open for the summer. In the off-season, Cimarron Family Aquatic Center was the focus of renovations and repairs. Brett Wheeler was there for opening day to see how everything came together.
It's the first day of the summer swim season at Cimarron Family Aquatic Center, and dozens of families were ready to jump in and soak in the summer fun.
My youngest one, she's been asking to come since about January, and so we knew that it opened today, so we came out. First one's in.
The Esslinger family couldn't wait to enjoy the fun, the sun, and who could forget?
The slides.
I like the slide.
The slides are definitely a favorite here at Cimarron. But others just enjoy the safe and relaxing atmosphere.
I like it because it's very family oriented. The community is great, and the kids love it here.
What doesn't keep coming you back? Beautiful weather, the pool, everything about it is it's beautiful here.
And while most of the features here may look the same as they have in the past, there are some big differences.
We've reworked the entire gutter system. We've put in new underwater LED lights, and we've demoed all the existing pool plaster and put in new pool plaster. And then we've also done a little refresh on our play structure.
More than $700,000 invested for these upgrades to make sure that this summer swim season is a splash. Over the past few summers, problems with drainage have led to some closures and other inconveniences. We stopped by back in March when a lot of the work was still underway. You can see how extensive it was. Crews put in a lot of hours to make sure that this aquatic center would be ready to open on time.
In order to have a pool that is safe and healthy and working well, those unseen things, undergrading and in the pump room, are tremendously important. We were really fortunate to have a good engineering group and a fantastic contractor group that gave us a great design for these new gutters. You know, you don't know what you're going to get until you put water back in the pool and see how it works, but it's working fantastic.
We definitely noticed they retiled. We noticed the new matting.
Just looking in the water, it looks so like clear and white because there used to be like spots in it and there would be like little holes, but it does look a lot nicer.
That construction is not the only preparation done for this summer. The Parks Department has been working at all of the pools to get them ready and staffed to make sure everyone has a safe summer.
Really our primary job, safety, making sure everyone stays safe. We have a team that we've been working on training for the last month or so. We have a great bunch of young people. We have some veterans back with us this summer.
Like seasonal supervisor Ali Armato, who's beginning her 6th summer with Cimarron.
I think Cimarron Family Aquatic Center is kind of my home. I actually started coming here when it opened as a young 8-9-year-old, and I kind of grew up here. So I was really excited to start working here when I was 16 and then continue working.
Irving families are finding a fun and safe way to beat the heat, enjoy the newly upgraded facilities, and dive into the summer. Brett Wheeler for City Source.
And here are other places to find fun. The West Irving Aquatic Center is located at 3701 Conflans Road. There are also neighborhood pools at Lee, Lively, and Center Parks. Irving also has 2 spray parks. Northwest Spray Park is at 2800 Cheyenne Street. Southwest Spray Park is at 2800 Shady Grove Road. And let's stick with aquatics, and here's an opportunity for local residents of all ages to take part in an international event. It's called the World's Largest Swimming Lesson.
We will have a swim lesson. We'll have instructors rounded up, and we're going to have popcorn, water balloons, some other fun stuff there, so that people can come out, get a taste of a swim lesson, get some tips on water safety, and also kind of enjoy a couple hours at the pool.
The World's Largest Swimming Lesson is Thursday, June 20th from 1 until 3 p.m. at the West Irving Aquatic Center. It is free, but registration is recommended because space is limited. An Irving resident who was the first woman to ever serve on City Council has died. You see Joyce Pittman in this group photo from the Irving Archives. It shows leaders breaking ground for City Hall. Voters elected her to council in 1974 when she was 33 years old, and the impact of her work is still seen today. She discussed some of this in a 2014 interview with ICTN's Kathy Whiteman.
We built our City Hall. It's still new to me. And I was on that committee to build that City Hall. The wall covering behind the council dais with the family was one of the things that Jimmy and I worked together on to try to make it inclusive of how we were there to represent the people, not there for ourselves.
Joyce Pittman later ran for mayor and also worked with the North Texas Commission. We posted that full interview on our YouTube channel. Joyce Pittman was 78 years old. Irving residents turned out to remember those who have died in service to the country. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. The Silvertones provided the music at this annual Memorial Day service hosted by the Irving Veterans Memorial Park Committee. It began in the auditorium of the former Central Library with special speakers.
Today we are here to celebrate Memorial Day. It's an American holiday. This is observed the last Monday of every May. This is honoring the men and women who died while serving in the United States military.
I got involved in trying to build a memorial for the city of Irving. And with help from a lot of people, I think it's been very successful, probably the best in the state.
After those remarks, the ceremony moved to Veterans Memorial Park for a wreath-laying ceremony. The Veterans Memorial Park Committee hosts events there twice a year, but the park is open to visitors year-round. It features exhibits on the major wars and their ties to the history of Irving. And while we were talking about parks, exhibits summarizing the draft report of the new Parks Master Plan are now available to read at letsplayirving.com. The plan sets out ideas and priorities for the near and long term. The firm that created it shared some of the findings during this public meeting at Lee Park Recreation Center. There is still a little time to weigh in before council considers adopting it.
This is an opportunity for the public to come in and talk about some of the most important services and components that we have in our city, and that's parks and recreation. Parks and recreation are the lifeblood. It is the vitality that any city has.
And it's really a last opportunity for the public to provide input. Then from here, we're going to take it to our Visioning Committee, our Parks Board, and ultimately to the City Council.
We will take a closer look at what's in that draft of the Parks Master Plan on the next edition of City Source. And more parks news is ahead later in this show. See what employees of a local company are doing to beautify one of our city parks. That's coming up. The newest restaurant to open at the Toyota Music Factory has some special ties to Irving. We found out more at the ribbon cutting for Reservoir. Take a look.
Today we're celebrating the opening for Reservoir. We have an unbelievable food selection. It's creative, American, and it's everything. Anything you could think of, but we put a creative spin to everything we do.
Two new favorite things, Frosted Flakes halibut, just on principle. I just love the idea of Frosted Flakes halibut. I love the fish tacos, and I have yet to try the Captain Crunch chicken fingers, but I'm gonna work my way through all the breakfast cereal options.
So I've tried the ribs, I've tried the smothered chicken, I've tried the chicken fried steak. Yeah, I've eaten here about 10 times already.
Our food is really amazing. I'm actually really proud of it.
Yes, I did grow up in Irving. I actually went to Sam Houston Junior High. I graduated MacArthur High School.
Here we have a hometown boy that's done well in other places, and he's came back to put together a restaurant right here in the middle of the music factory.
I love that part of the story. It's a great story.
It's honestly a real big blessing to be back. I'm very grateful.
In high school, I lived about a mile from here, and man, it has such a good synergy for the area. I mean, you got live music. And you got some great entertainment booked all throughout the year, so this is the spot to be.
I love that it's taken this great location, so it kind of really anchors the plaza.
To see this whole development from bare ground to what it is today, and having a local person come back to Irving and open this fine restaurant, it's great.
So Emil, thank you so much for your contribution to our community, and we're very, very proud of you.
My hope is just to make sure we wow everybody and make sure people want to come back.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about that place, and we are hearing about the next new addition to the Music Factory. Mama Tried is described as a Nashville-style honky-tonk restaurant. The owner already has success with another location of Mama Tried in Deep Ellum. She has also opened several other hot spots. Mama Tried is expected to debut at the Music Factory in August. The Toyota Music Factory is owned by the City of Irving and operated by the Art Group. Catch up on other stories from there on our Toyota Music Factory playlist at youtube.com/The City of Irving. Everyone on our team has had a great time covering the police fundraisers for Special Olympics. Now we have the final chapter to show you for this year. The winning school, Townley Elementary, gets its prize, and we also heard about Irving's involvement in the statewide games.
Today we're celebrating Townley's victory of our Penny Drive Challenge.
I think it's awesome because it's our 6th year winning this.
6th year in a row that they've won the Penny Bucket Challenge, and they've earned an ice cream party.
It's awesome.
What better opportunity than to award the kids with ice cream, and we had it.
This is exciting for the kids. That shows that our students have a heart for a good cause, and that shows that they care. So they do whatever they can to give to others.
They kind of learn what altruism is, and they learn about helping those, be inclusive.
We know we're helping other people.
It's really nurturing and developing those attitudes and that desire to give back to our society.
You have a positive feeling that you're helping someone else that needs the help.
So it's just amazing how above and beyond the kids go for this event. So they deserve this ice cream party and everything else the city of Irving is doing for them.
And the Texas Special Olympics Summer Games have arrived in San Antonio.
You went to San Antonio for the statewide games. How was that?
Oh, that was awesome. That was so rewarding to see all the athletes come in, the torch ceremony and everything. Very rewarding.
That was amazing. I tell you, we've been in Arlington the last few years, so this was the first opportunity for us to travel outside of our area, and it was awesome. The same smiles we saw in Arlington, we saw in San Antonio, because these kids are from all over the state.
The Law Enforcement Torch Run is the single largest supporter of Special Olympics in the world. They raise over $60 million throughout the world. But here in Texas, they're not only do they help us raise resources, they're the backbone of Special Olympics.
I couldn't be more proud. The effort that they put into this program, the energy, the enthusiasm, it's exactly what you want to see from men and women who have committed their lives to serving their community.
And we're always thinking ahead of what we can do a little different next year, potentially adding some more schools. It almost seems like we stretch ourselves to the very end with this, but once we're done, we're like, yeah, maybe we can do a little bit more next year.
Always fun hanging with the kids, and Townley raised more than $7,000. Overall, the penny drives raised nearly $39,000. See more at the end of today's show. Irving's annual celebration of different cultures, known as Canal Fest, is coming up on June 8th. Guests will be able to enjoy a lot of performances and food. This year, it's at the Levy Event Plaza, which is at 501 East Las Colinas Boulevard. Admission is free and parking is $10. A free shuttle will run from the nearby Dart Orange line to the venue. A new program at Irving Libraries may sound a little hard to wrap your head around at first. Children learn yoga while enjoying a story. It's something we had to check out.
Dizzy heights are for the birds, says the frog.
These stories come with a twist, or more accurately, a pose.
Hands, knees, beautiful.
That's because this is Yoga Storytime, a new program offered at the Valley Ranch and South Irving Libraries. These sessions are for children ages 2 through 6. At first, it was hard for some parents to picture how it would all work.
They're like, wait, what? For kids?
I know yoga is something which is designed for adults. I was very intrigued, like what is the story time in yoga? So I had no idea.
So it's yoga specifically for kids, and so we use a lot of pretending to be animals and reading a book and singing songs to get them involved. We're going to be doing poses, but because it's kids, like when we do cat pose, we'll be meowing.
I actually had experience with it at my previous library, and it was actually a really good experience for the children.
When Ms. CC posted about the baby yoga, this is us.
Debbie Connor is the nanny for 2-year-old Abigail Montez.
It's the most flexible girl in the world. Watching her with the other kids and seeing the moms and the kids, it's really good.
Beautiful. One more time.
When librarians decided they wanted to bring this program to Irving, they approached the group Friends of the Irving Public Library to help get funding.
The Friends of the Library have a mission to support the public library financially.
They went to work doing research.
Engaging the body with the mind is one of the obvious forms of first learning. From the time children are born, that movement is so important. It gives children confidence.
Family Yoga Storytime is unique, as parents and caregivers are primary role models for children by demonstrating the importance of healthy play.
They took their facts, added in their passion, and made their pitch at Share Tank, a reality show-style program where a lot of local nonprofits work to gain funding for their concepts. They had only a few minutes to sell the idea.
It's very exciting because a little skeptical of, all right, how are we going to make our point? on how this is so effective to literacy.
Family Story Yoga Time is ideal for growing minds and bodies.
Their work paid off when organizers awarded the grants the following month.
Congratulations to the Friends of the Irving Public Library.
Try it slow, and then you can show me how to do it fast, okay?
Now that the program is in place for a few weeks, librarians are working to spread the word by touting more of the benefits for children.
People are actually really excited. We're having a very positive reaction.
I find kids that need to kind of calm down, it works great getting them to take a breath and concentrate. And then kids who need to kind of be more active, it's great for that too.
So if we are inculcating that habit of, relaxation and exercising and calming down from the childhood, we are doing a good thing for the future generation.
The library's goal is to get some staff members trained so the program can continue.
Where they can present this at every library many times over and over. So it really spreads it throughout the community.
It is a yoga initiative that is part of a trend in libraries, presenting programs that go beyond books.
It's evolving into adding different kinds of educational opportunities. We really just want to do stuff that will benefit them in their lives as a whole.
Poses and pages, parts of this new program at Irving Libraries.
Big thumbs up. Awesome.
That's really a neat program, and the Irving Public Library has a full schedule of activities this summer. There are many to choose from. Here are a couple that stood out to us. On June 12th, the Perot Tech Truck will present rocket science at the East Branch Library. On June 20th, eQuest Mini Horses will be visiting the South Irving Library. Find all of the other programs at cityofirving.org/library. Employees of Mosaic in Irving showed a lot of enthusiasm as they spruced up Running Bear Park. They teamed up with Keep Irving Beautiful for the project, and we were there to capture the action.
We're out here supporting Keep Irving Beautiful, painting some gazebos, making it blue, making it great. We're painting the fence.
We're here at Running Bear Park. It's a park that is really well used, and there's just lots of things to do. We have a beautiful playground here, which is a really beautiful park here in South Irving.
One thing that you can do when you get out here in paintings, it looks brand new.
Yeah, it's all about getting the paint on you. If you don't get paint on you, you're not having fun today.
So many times we get kind of bogged down with work and we're talking about work, so this gives us an opportunity to kind of talk about what's going on with each other in terms of personally. So it's a great opportunity to bond with them outside of work for sure.
I mean, I see them every day, yeah, but that's work setting. So seeing them outside here, giving back to the community, just great to see them in another light.
For people who don't know Mosaic, tell me about your company.
We're sales and training. We do every form of marketing you can think of.
I can go on and on and on, but most importantly, we're out here giving back to the community.
It's incredible. It's so nice to be able to give back to the community.
We see more companies each year involved, but a company like this has been working with us for years, and they're really setting an example for other companies to follow.
A lot of people do come out here and enjoy this park, so we definitely want to give back and make sure that we are keeping it beautiful.
That's part of our DNA at Mosaic, is we really enjoy being part of the community.
Sometimes it's just good to take the time out your day to give back to a great community like Irving.
Give back to your community, it's awesome, it makes you feel good inside.
Yeah, and there is always more work to do. Keep Irving Beautiful welcomes more companies to get involved with volunteering. The website is on your screen, or call 972-721-2175. Now it's time for our Pets of the Week, so let's head out to the Animal Care Campus.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Pets of the Week. I'm Brett Wheeler. This is Michael Whiteside, and today we have Midnight Lady. So Michael, let's get into it and tell me about Midnight Lady.
Sure. Midnight Lady she's about 2 years old. She has been in and out of the shelter a couple of times. Once as a puppy, they didn't have time to really work with her. And then she was adopted and then returned because she didn't really like the younger child. I haven't really ever seen her show any aggression toward anybody, but she can be a little timid. She's a lab retriever mix, but she does take her time to get to know you. As you can see, she's a little bit nervous here with the lights and the barking and everything. But once she gets to know you and she trusts you, she's one of the sweetest dogs ever. She's very gentle when she takes treats. She knows some commands, and she's just a beautiful girl.
All right, Michael, who do we have here?
This is Dirk. He's about 7 months old, definitely all puppy for his age. He has been on some medication for a bit for an upper respiratory infection, so he's a little stir crazy, but he's got a lot of energy. He loves to run, he loves to jump. He does have a few down moments here and there, but he's definitely going to need someone that knows how to interact with a puppy, spend some time training, lots of exercise for sure, but he's a very handsome dog, and he's going to make a great companion for anybody.
All right, Michael, who do we have here?
This is the beautiful Twilight. She's about 3 months old, definitely all puppy. She was adopted, and the people only had her for about a week, and they realized that they just did not have the time or the energy for a puppy. And, you know, puppies, as I've said before, require a lot of attention. They need a lot of interaction. They need a lot of exercise and a lot of training. And, you know, she's definitely active and playful. She does have a few quiet moments here and there, but, you know, if she had a family or someone that could exercise her regularly and give her some training, she's going to be an awesome dog. She's a retriever mix, so she's going to be super smart.
And Michael, you're absolutely right. She does have a lot of energy. And a good way to get your pet's energy out is to get outside and go walk. And I know coming up, we have the rescheduled WAG Walk and Roll and Pet Palooza. So tell me a little about that.
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, we obviously got rained out on our previous date. We have rescheduled for Saturday, June 15th. It'll be here at the Irving Animal Care Campus and the dog park. So the walk event for DFW Humane Society will begin here. We're going to do kind of a modified route of what we originally had and go through a parking lot that's next door. And then all of our vendors are going to be in the dog park. And right now we have about 45 registered vendors, a couple of food trucks. We'll have a DJ here playing some music. And a lot of vendors this year are selling pet merchandise, like handcrafted pet merchandise. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome day.
I can't wait for it. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that the weather holds out for it. So make sure to check out for that event. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We also look forward to Pet Palooza. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen for more adoptable animals. Here's what's coming up next time on City Source. The Westin Irving Convention Center Hotel is hosting a big celebration for its grand opening, and we're going to be there to bring you full coverage. Also, updates are complete on the Texas Lottery Plaza at the Toyota Music Factory. We will show you all that is new. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thecityofirving. Subscribe and you can be among the first to see our videos when they are posted. Also, leave us some likes while you're there. And that's it for this edition of City Source. And again, we better switch up the music because some kids and their teachers want to dance. We'll leave you with more from the winners of the Special Olympics Penny Drive, Townley Elementary. Thanks to everyone who's a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.